want to talk about why we go to the cloud. Of course, before cloud, we have a problem in CapEx. I know lahat naman tayo may problema sa CapEx. When we need additional server, we always do business case regarding ROI and everything. So, and tons of questions. And also availability, one of the reasons why we go to the cloud is every time there's a payroll, of course our transaction goes up and our server, which is 7 years old already, cannot catch up with the growing demand of transactions. So we believe going to the cloud is, will help us in on-demand transaction or on-demand resources.
In addition to that, for the availability, we chose also Azure as a tool because it has backup already available. We have local redundancy, we have zone redundancy and geo redundancy.
Yeah. Of course, we want to ready ourselves because all of us are instructed by management always to do cost savings. With putting up our data center in the cloud, we're advancing our cost savings in terms of backup license, additional people. By the way, Starbucks team, I think is just 10-man team handling 300 stores nationwide. So we're very lean team, and we need to deploy a very efficient application for data center.
Yeah. So as part of the objective of the management is to minimize cost, right? So one option that we studied is we build our own data center. We would have on the head of space, power, and the maintenance and monitoring of the servers.
And of course, as part of our Starbucks team globally, the management always push us to do innovative things. That's why we embrace change in our team. So, understanding the cloud. When I first learned about the cloud, actually Microsoft came to me and telling me to use Azure Cloud. This is the first thing that came in mind. It's a cloud, it's an empty, and have lots of questions like connectivity, network, and how to secure it. Of course, number one, how to secure it, and how to protect it from the attack.
So for me, my understanding of cloud is it is hosted somewhere, then it's being accessed by the internet, and we also attended different workshops regarding cloud, so we learned about IaaS and then PaaS and SaaS. So, and it is also, when we hear cloud, you can adjust your resources on demand, you can access it anywhere, and then it's also secure because you can control the put ad safety, security.
And of course, my analogy on cloud and my accepting it is like it's like a bank for me, where my money I put in the bank because bank has a lot of policy already, security, 24/7. So that's my analogy of cloud and understanding the cloud. So I think it is better to use cloud because Microsoft has a 24/7 monitoring. One experience during using the cloud is during our testing, Our first setup of the server was attacked by virus. And at the middle of the night, the Azure team called me from the US and telling me there's a virus attack in my server. And they helped me how to secure my server by putting some of the endpoints, Microsoft Essential, and by that, it's built my confidence, putting all my server with the cloud. So another challenge is, of course, we are blinded. Wala pa kami alam about cloud. Hindi ko pa alam how will I see the server because it's designed anywhere. So we researched first about Azure. We asked Refe to get from Microsoft for 3 months, and other competitors of them, I evaluate all of the Azure clouds, both the clouds, also for the credits. Then,
after you can get free trial for Azure, you can just sign up. Then we are taking $200. So you got to start learning.
Ginamit namin yan na apat.
Azure, so you build your own machine, add your database, and try your application. And then for the next step on what we did was we discussed about different applications that we put on the cloud. And then we consulted with Microsoft and they offered like a workshop.
yes, correct. The Microsoft helped us regarding how to, based on our current setup, how we will transport our current server to cloud. And still we have a lot of questions, but there's a Cloud Ranger. Microsoft sent us a Cloud Ranger. This Cloud Ranger talks about everything about cost, network, server, setup, and VPN. So this Cloud Ranger helped us a lot, giving us knowledge in the cloud.
So what are our challenges during our journey to the cloud?
So we identified some of the surveys. At first, we just identify, because it's cloud, we just identify first the non-transactional service. We test websites and everything. But in the middle of the testing, we what do you call this?
Encountered some challenges with setting up the network and because our setup, we have an on-premise server located in a factory in the East.
Yes.
And then we need those servers to be communicating to the server that we set up in Azure. So that's one challenge that we encountered. And then once we had that link between our on-premise and Azure data center, we were able to do our testing in the cloud. So some of those were optimizing the database and then how to speed from our office to accessing the application, which is hosted in the cloud.
So it's a combination of cloud from server to network to VPN and security. We don't use any third party in terms of security. We just use Microsoft Essential. For the VPN, it's just a simple. Before they magulo, then VPN is just a simple for connecting in the cloud. And for the Apple migration, I think this is the critical migration that we had in my lab also in Kerwin. Because this is handling and we're migrating 2 terabytes of database. It's around almost 1 billion of rows of database that we're migrating clouds.
So, during the upload of the 2 terabyte, we have also a challenge to rotate this one because it is dependent on the internet.
Yeah, correct. So what we do,
We also conducted the POC. We contacted the internet provider.
yes,
Then we had a benchmark on how long it would take to upload the 2 terabytes of data.
right.
I think it took us 3 days to
Upload. Yeah. There's some of the telcos took us around 1 week, but I think the important is the connection going to the location of your Azure Cloud. It should be nearer. For us, we use East Asia connection. East Asia connection. And we use telco located in Ortigas. It's it's not Blower building but another telco. So we provided 6 servers, 2 websites for redundancy, 2 applications, another for redundancy, and 1 DB and 1 DB application, and 100,000 of transaction after migrating. We're getting around more or less 500,000 of transaction every day, and all of that transaction going up to the Azure Cloud. And we did that 2 days.
Hindi ko sinabi niya.
So we had
Nakita ko sa Facebook doon na
namin.
ano. Hindi natulog na doon sa data set.
Thank you. Result and learning, from joining in the cloud, is not easy. Lots of vendors
We're hesitant
were hesitant, especially our loyalty vendor. We're very hesitant putting that in the cloud. They're very hesitant up to the end that they don't want to put the application to the cloud. But with the testing that we had with Kerwin, we proved that all transactions are safe because of our VPN and our firewall. By the way, our firewall is in process of going to the cloud also. We make that changes. Then with the impossible, we do success. We improved it wrong by putting it in the cloud. We're putting the loyalty in the cloud. A lot of people, happy with us because we were successful that day. Moving forward,
actually we already have migrated some of our digital applications in the cloud. And then some of the next plans is to
Yehey ka dyan. Si Psycho.
Azure in HRS for our ERP and for our business intelligence. Actually, yesterday
we put our business intelligence in the cloud already.
so initially the vendor was hesitant because we didn't have any implementation that we would run in the cloud, but we pushed the vendor to install it.
Mga similar,
We were able to implement it in the cloud.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Makinig ka ng planner ng mga yan. Maraming adik sa planner.